Hi, I'm Devin Weber from Marshall High School, and this is my prep profile.
Devin, three-sport athlete. They're a busy time of the year, though. Tournament time.
Yeah.
How did you get into the three sports, and how do they complement each other for you?
Initially I started off in kindergarten wrestling, and then as I got a little older, I got told if I ran I'd be in shape for wrestling, and I was a pretty good runner. And I guess my brother was an exceptional runner, so then I was kind of always pushed to run too. And over the years, I guess I've always pushed myself to try to beat my brother, which was never looked like it'd be possible when I was a kid, but by the end of my cross-country career, I was within 10-15 seconds of his time, so can't complain about that.
What was it like? He's a year older, so he was always, in school with you. And this year he's gone. He's off to college. Kind of a different year for you?
Yeah, this year I'm the big guy on campus, at least for the wrestling team and the cross-country team. I've actually liked it a lot better. I don't have him over my shoulder telling me what to do, and I've kind of gotten to be the captain and lead everyone else, and I've really enjoyed that.
What do you, being a multiple sport athlete in a smaller school is almost a necessity for the school, but how do you think that's an advantage for you in your sports?
Take wrestling for particular, in a 6-minute match, there's been quotes, the first period goes to the best technician, second period goes to the kid in the best shape, third period goes to the kid with the most heart. I'd like to say the third period goes to the kid who's in cross country, because those football players aren't in shape no matter how hard they try. When it comes down to wrestling season, the football players aren't quite in as good a shape as us runners. So it really, cross country and track really complement my wrestling, because I have that third period that not a lot of kids have.
You said your most inspirational teammate Albert Unruh? So, football player?
Yes, Albert was a football player and a track athlete. Albert was exceptional hard worker. He did anything anyone asked. That kid alone probably went to more camps than everyone who's currently in this high school put together to try to get better for his sports. He really put out there that, if you worked hard, you could be good, and he made it to state and track and showed us all that. And he's also a great friend of mine, so he really pushed me throughout my career to get back to better myself.
I said your favorite opponent is former Lodi wrestler.
Yes. Mr. Shimshak, he beat me at the conference meet my sophomore year, which was a major downer because my brother, although he was 200 and something and 3 over the course of his career, one of his losses was at conference. So my goal when I was a freshman as kind of a smart aleck was that I was going to win 4 conference championships. So when I lost that conference championship to Mr. Shimshak, it was really a heartbreaker. But then I came back the next week at regionals and pinned him, and then took him down in the third period at sectionals my sophomore year to get a state berth for myself. So that tragic loss, but then I came back and worked hard and beat him 2 times that got me a state berth, so it was really worth it.
Something about Lodi wrestlers inspiring you. They've got an awesome program, don't they?
Yeah, they got a great program, and it goes to say once you have a good program for a few years, everybody follows. You go to Lodi's basketball team right now is ranked #1, but their wrestling team still fills the bleachers. And let me tell you, when you have that many fans, you can really influence a ref, and that helps them out, especially in the conference tournaments.
I said your favorite athlete, Ryan Braun. Kind of tough to be a Braun fan with some of the things going on.
Oh, yeah, it's been tough. I've loved Braun ever since he came into the league. I loved him. My friend's a major Brewer fan. I always gave him crap that Braun was going to be good in the minor leagues, and I didn't know much, and all of a sudden Braun came to the national stage. Yeah, with all this steroid stuff, it's tough, but I believe that he didn't do it, and I'm sticking with it. Braun is clean.
All right. So your favorite facility to compete in, the Kohl Center, sophomore year. So obviously getting there once, that's been your goal to get back?
Yes. My ultimate goal this year, actually, in the beginning of the year, I was really hard on myself, wanting to win state, and Jim Meckler, my boss, he kind of sat me down and said, dude, you got to chill out, and you just got to have fun. From that point forward, I've set 2 goals: to have fun, and number 2 is to win a match in the Kohl Center. Because my sophomore year, I went to the Kohl Center, and I saw all the lights, and I got a little freaked out, and I did not wrestle good at all. But for now, on this senior year, I just want to walk out there and be able to say I won a match in the Kohl Center and look up in the stands and see everybody know that I accomplished something. Whether or not I win the whole thing or not is to be determined, but I want to get there and win a match there for sure.
Well, not only do you want to get there, I understand, well, from your head coach, you said you've worked with the Marshall Youth Program, but also you mentioned the Basement Brawlers. You got your own little team.
Yes, the Basement Brawlers is a thing I started back my freshman year. I started working with a few kids, and they really started, they loved me as a coach, so I started introducing more and more. And over the years, it was initially ran out of my basement, given the name, but my boss built us a wrestling room now that I run it out of, and now I got about 8 kids. And last few years, I've had some state champs, and this fall I had a preseason national champion. So my coaching career while in high school, although it has been a volunteer one, has been a pretty successful one. So I really enjoyed that.
Well, so you want to become a teacher who kids love and a coach that athletes want to play for. So you plan to be a wrestling coach down the road?
Yes, for sure. Hopefully one of the greats is the plan.
And then also planning to head to Whitewater to study special ed?
Yes, I want to be a special education teacher so I can, throughout my life I've been really blessed to be smart. You know, I've been a hard worker, but I want to be able to install and help those kids that aren't quite there to be able to pass. And a lot of those kids don't do sports because that they have troubles, and I want to be one to encourage them to go out and do sports so they can see success in more than, you know, both academically and see something athletically that they never thought possible. Is a big thing for me.
Big country fan. He said dream car, a Mustang, a 69 Mustang.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm not really a big car guy, but there is that one car out there that everybody's got to have. It's the 69 Mustang for sure.
When you look back at your time in Marshall, what's going to stand out the most for you? What do you think? How's this place shaped you as a person?
You know, over the years, actually, I'd point back to one thing. My freshman year, I cut a whole lot of weight to go down to 103, and I've said all along that 4-month wrestling season lasted longer than the next 3 years altogether, because these last 3 years have just been a blast. You know, classes have been, my teachers are awesome, hell, my friends are awesome, and especially this year, it's just been an emphasis on fun. I mean, it has just been a ball in every sport I've done. Cross country, we had a kid named Joe Engels. He should get mentioned. Joe Engels and Jensen Langer, a freshman who was one of my Basement Brawlers that I coached. I actually got him into running and helped him do that too. And he ended up being our 3rd runner as a freshman this year. So he was something. And Joe Engels, he was just he was the jokester of the team. And wrestling cross country this year, we've just had so much more fun. I don't know if that's we've got Hunter out of here or what, but we've just it's been a ball.
Well, you got a 3.95 grade point average. Congratulations. So obviously school's been a big part. Who's had the biggest impact on you in the classroom?
Actually, you know, in the classroom would be probably an understatement. The biggest impact on me academically would be my brother, because he had a 3.5, but his big thing, he didn't like to do his assignments. So at home I'd get to listen to Mom be on the power school telling him, you know, nagging at him that he needed to do his assignments. So it was through his, not necessarily failure, but through his tribulation that I, you know, really stuck it out and made sure I did everything. And it shows, you know, if you work hard, you're going to get good grades in high school. It's just the way it is. So it's never I don't think I've ever missed an assignment in my whole high school, because I just don't want to deal with Mom. So it's worked out for me.
Moms have their place right there. So obviously, your advice to a freshman: don't waste time, start early, and apply yourself right away.
Yep.
Well, Devin, congrats on a great high school career so far. You have track to come up with, but good luck with wrestling.
Thank you.